Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Just want to say an extra heartfelt thank you for all of your support, all of your comments, your likes, your shares, all of your subscriptions. It really does mean a lot. And I just want you all to know, as I've said to every sign this week, I actually feel like what we are is a community. And I'm really, really grateful that you've chosen to be on your journey with me and to include me in that, so thank you. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. If you haven't got your seat yet, the winter solstice alignment activation session is still open. You can still get a seat, but places are limited. Also, Mercury goes retrograde on the 31st of October. This is the last week, sort of, you'll have a kind of a few days after that to still get your retrograde survival kit for half price. If you want to get yours $19.99 versus $39.99, you can do so in the link in the description box below. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help us all, or should I say they help you, on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your message this week, when I went into my intuition, what I saw was a square, and when I saw it, it was like I heard, like, you know, that sound like doom. It was like solid. And whenever I see a square and I think of the number 4, I always think about foundation. This week is the foundation that you need to lay this is the week where you're laying your personal foundation for what's to come, right? This is the week where we go into Sagittarius season, where we go into Scorpio season. So for a lot of you, this is a very 12th house energy, whether you're sun, moon, or rising Sagittarius, right? That your 12th house in some way, shape or form is being activated. In the 12th house, this is where we find a lot of what is past. This is where a lot of the subconscious stuff bubbles up to the surface. This is, you know, as one amazing YouTube reader calls it, your past, your privacy and your hidden zone. Your 12th house is everything that's already been, but it's also the house of the intangible, right? So this for me is about you kind of clearing that out. So in effect, what you're doing, whenever you clear something out, that's how you lay the firmest foundation. So this week, you really want to think about how you're going to lay, how you're going to strengthen your foundations. If it is that things have to kind of be chucked out and brought up anew, then so be it. But you'll know what that means to you, right? So let's have a look. See, this week, your destiny card is, ooh, all flying out at me. Right. You got the Chariot card, right? So this week you're kind of attacking the week. This is going to be a very fast week for you. You will find that this week just kind of seems to zip past. So this really is about you being on top of it all, working with the energy that surrounds you. The Chariot is a card of victory and success, but it's also a very quick moving card, which is what says to me that you're kind of attacking the week this week. And it does really feel for me like as we come into this Scorpio season, you're not holding back, right? You're going straight in for it. You are literally there. And it's almost like you're saying to yourself, right, I'm wasting no time with this energy. I think whereas most people are probably going to need like a week or two to adjust, you're going straight in with it and saying, right, you know what, before this even has a chance to off-foot me, I'm going to work with this energy. I'm going to command that energy, which is a really powerful place to be in, because it means that you're already setting the intention for the way that this is going to play out for you, right? Which is always a good thing. It's always a really powerful affirmation, so to speak. So let's have a look at your direction. What does this relate to, or how does it shape up? We've got the 7 of Chalices, the 7 of Cups. Now, she looks a lot more pensive there. When I see, because I love this deck as well. She looks a lot more pensive there, but one of the things about the 7 of Cups, it can represent confusion. It's a very Neptunian influenced card. And it usually, whenever I see this card, I always say to people, stop spreading yourself too thin. Now, I'm going to talk about the numerology in just a minute, because that's some really interesting stuff. Your Seven of Cups as your direction is basically saying you're tapping into this energy, and from the offset, right, we saw that you're already going to attack this stuff, but from the offset you're already looking to streamline things. It's almost like you're saying to yourself, you know what, that's going to weaken my foundation, it's got to go. That's going to split my focus, which is going to weaken my foundation, that's got to go. It's almost like you're doing like the whole, you know, I always say I go through the house with a black bag and start chucking things in. Have you used it? Are you going to use it? Probably not. No? Okay, get rid of it. You're kind of doing that through the life path this week, right? You're going through the internal realm and really getting clear on that stuff. Now, you got the Chariot card, number 7. You got the Seven of Cups, which is also the number 7. Sevens in tarot are about endurance. They are also, the number 7 is about spirituality. It's about going through the process of looking at your internal spiritual realm and asking yourself, what is it here that is superfluous? What is it here that needs to be brushed up, that needs to be cleaned up, that ultimately needs to be re-examined as we're heading into a retrograde? Re-examine, right? So really, really interesting stuff. And then finally, your insight card, right? What's the welcoming in energy, so to speak? Let's have a look. See, this week you get the High Priestess. So this is a very spiritual week for you. This is a week where you really are living through your emotions, but also through your spirituality. The other thing with the insight card as well is it can be an energy of what's coming into your life. It can be a peek behind the scenes. The High Priestess is she's the ultimate peek behind the scenes, all right? She's hidden things that come to light, hidden things that are revealed. And I feel like this is going to start for you straight away. As soon as we get into Scorpio season, it's like things are just popping up, right? You're going to have deep insights. You're going to have deep spiritual insights and understandings this week. And like I said, where most people are going to have to adjust to this energy, it's like you're going straight into it and you're already working with it, right? And the High Priestess is your intuition. She is your intuitive faculties, but she is also things that are hidden behind the veil. So this week you could see that a lot of things are coming to light about your own nature, about your spiritual practice if you have one, about the fact that you need one if you don't have one. There's going to be a lot of change and a lot of shift when it comes to your thoughts this week, and that is going to help you build this solid foundation. So I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. Take care, and I'll see you soon.